I'll never forget one day walking into the house and watching my wife, as one of my sons, go ballistic, and my wife kind of stood over him with her arms crossed and just grinned. And this was new for Shelly. Shelly was shocked when my boys came along, when our boys came along. Shelly's very feminine. She was kind. She was sweet. She was the epitome of a Southern belle, is what she was. And that's one of the reasons that I was so attracted to her. I love femininity. But when my boys came along, they started pulling some crap that, frankly, she blamed on me. And she was probably correct in that, because my boys were wild animals. And it created some real heavy tension for her early on. But I watched as she learned to manage herself during those tough situations. And I remember marveling at her calmness as one of my sons was going absolutely ballistic over something, and she was unbothered. and when he was all done, she talked to him. She kind of resolved some things. I don't know exactly what she did, but I said, what the heck was that? It was new. I hadn't seen her do that before. And she said, well, when they're at their worst, I think is when they need us at our best. And I thought, wow, that is really, I said, what brought this on? And she said she had been in the grocery store a few days earlier and seen a kid go ballistic, and the mom just freaked out. The mom was frantic. The mom was just out of control. And she thought, am I doing that? When my kids go ballistic, am I freaking out too? And as she watched this whole situation, she realized that they needed her in a calm state when they were jumpy. And it was interesting, because soon after that I started reading about. Soon after that I found a story about a military guy who he basically said during his military service realized something very important, and that was that followers get frantic or panic, and leaders assess. And I shared that with Shelly, and she said, yeah, I know that. I've learned that over the years, that my kids don't need me to join in their chaos. They need me to help calm them. And so she had figured out some stuff to do that. So I just wanted to share that story. If you're freaking out with your kids, it's not a recipe for long-term success, as Shelly proved to me that day and taught me, and I learned as well. So hopefully that's helpful. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.